Hello and welcome to part 2 of my trip to Albarracín, which is about 2 hours northwest of Valencia. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll leave a link up in the top corner. So let's jump straight into this video where I'm heading up to the top of the hill to the fortified walls. We're going to go up these steps this time. This road here actually goes through a tunnel and it bypasses the town because to go through the centre was just impossible. It's easiest to get here by car, but you can take a bus from Teruel, where I was this morning. I did make a video there and hopefully I put it up onto my Patreon by now. If not, it's coming soon. Let's hope these balconies are in better condition than these steps. But there is a nice view, and there's my hotel down there as well. If you do come here by car, then you should know there's only paid parking, not too far from the centre. It's €4 for 24 hours, and all of the money raised from that goes to maintaining the town, so it's a fair deal. See, a moped's probably the best way of getting around these streets, but as this town is so small anyway, it basically is quick to walk. So there are some tourists here at the minute, and taking a guided tour would probably be a good idea because they can usually get you into the castle and the churches and stuff. But that'll have to be for the next time I'm here. So there aren't too many streets around here. They can be a little confusing about where you are, but I know I just need to keep heading up. And there they are. It's not too much further now. I can't work out if that used to be some sort of door or gate, or someone just wanted to get through so they just made their door. Here's a quick view of the town, but I'll save the full view until we get to the top. It's a nice and easy path up. So my plan is to explore that hill tomorrow before I leave, but today I'm exploring this one. We're just about here now. Those walls stretch right down to the cliff. I think this doorway is a newer addition. I mean, you can see there's concrete on it, and this is what the other side of the hills looks like. I mean, there's pathways there, so I'm assuming there's quite a few walking routes in this area. I'm glad the sun's come back out. It was a little cloudy earlier, and in fact this morning when I left Teruel, it was icy. The car windscreen was icy, so I decided to wait there a little bit longer before heading over here. That means I have left time here, but it meant I was safe getting here. Hopefully I can climb up here. That was probably the trickiest part of the whole climb, and that wasn't exactly difficult. Walking along here really gives you the sense of what it was like back in the day when they were patrolling the city, trying to keep it safe. Oh, that's a bigger drop than I was expecting, so I'm going to keep my distance, but it's probably about 4 or 5 meters. We'll climb up this last little bit, then I'll show you the view. Anyone who knows of Albarracín or has seen like a list of Spain's prettiest towns will recognise this view. It's nice. The sun has just gone behind the ridge, so I'm thinking if I head back down now, I'll be able to get to the castle at around 6, and the sign on the door there said it was going to be open again at 6, even though I doubt it. But I've just seen someone walk up there, so I'm going to investigate it. Oh, the last bit of the sunlight is still reaching here. There's nothing that says we can't go up here, so let's have a look. You can get all the way down to the bastion there, or whatever it's called, but it's a bit windy and I'm just not going to risk it. Okay, let's get down before it gets dark. The street lamps have just come on. It's making it look even more like a fairy tale village than it did before. Okay, we're back in town. There's still a bit of light left in the sky. These empty streets were absolutely fine in the daytime, but now it's getting dark. There's kind of an eerie vibe. Being blown up by the light. So apparently there is a medieval festival here in mid-June, and I can't think of anywhere that's more apt, because it already looks like a medieval town anyway. Oh, the car. I'll get this doorway. The streets are barely wide enough for the car and myself, so if that doorway wasn't there, it could have been interesting. And that's where we just were. It's a lot less windy here than it was up top. The church looks nice with its lights on. I do love an odd shaped building. See, these street lamps are really fitting for the town because it just feels old-timey, even though they're obviously new. And then you've got the moody castle in the dark. Well, let's find out if it actually is open. it wasn't open, but that doesn't surprise me one bit. It doesn't make sense for them to only open it at night, so I don't have a clue why that sign was there. And here's the bell tower again. And it looks like headlights. Oh, I'll wait here. Oof, that's close. I mean, he's made it down this road fine, just this last corner, but there's no margin for error on these streets. Oh, the lights on the fortified walls are on. They look really nice. I'm heading back to the hotel now, and that will be me done for the night. Tomorrow I have a few hours before heading off to Cuenca, so I think I'll do that walk that I saw earlier across the river. And there's the arch and lookout point by the town hall. There aren't that many restaurants here, and even fewer that are open at this time of the year. So I couldn't find anything that I could actually eat. But I did see this morning driving in, there was a supermarket just up the road, so I'm going to go over there, grab something from the shop and eat it in my room. So I'll pick this up in the morning. Good morning. It's a grey and cloudy day here, but it's not too cold, so should be a good day for a walk. I have a couple of hours before I need to check out, and then I'll be heading off to Cuenca for a couple of days. So this is the full walking route, and it looks like you can make it all the way along the river and come up the other side of the town by the tunnel. I mean, I'm not going to have enough time to do all of that, so at some point I will head back. The river looks to be flowing nicely, but it's cold though. Let's feel it. Yep, pretty cold. At some point we will need to cross this river, so I'm hoping there is a bridge. And as if by magic, one appears. Although I was expecting to have some railings or something on here. I suppose it doesn't obstruct the view at all. While I have some time to reflect, I can tell you my thoughts of Albarracín. Obviously I had heard of this place before, and I've seen the pictures, so I pretty much knew what to expect. Yeah, the views were going to be spectacular, and the town wasn't going to be very busy. But now I'm here, what struck me is how well kept it is. Like a model village. And I suppose it's not completely unsurprising, with its main business being tourism. Looks like there's a lookout point just up here. Here's a very different view of the town that we saw last night from up on the walls. So another thing that brings people to this part of the world is rock climbing. And driving through here yesterday, you can see why. There's plenty of cliffs around. So I'm going to turn right here and it should take me back into town. But I just want to quickly have a look the other way. Oh, there's an interesting bridge down there. Let's have a closer look. Is it a suspension bridge? Oh, that moved more than I was expecting. See, it's not attached, we're just bouncing away. I wonder why they designed it like that. Anyway, I'm not going to go any further this way, so I'll head back across. The river looks quite still here. Right, I need to be heading back now. Tell you what, this walk would be lovely to do in the sunshine, and if you're looking for a action walking holiday with excellent views and a charming little village, then I think Albarracín is the place for you. Let's get down these steps. The river gets a little choppier there. Oh, there's a water wheel as well. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what it was used for. I know there used to be a lot of textile production here. Maybe it's something to do with that? You can see how they channeled the water through here so they can turn that wheel. This looks like a picnic area. And here's another bridge, but for this one you're going to have to climb up. I still don't have a clue why they designed it like this. It's not as shaky as the other one, but it's maybe because it's longer. Oh, the water looks very blue and clear here. In the summer when the leaves are back on the trees, I reckon this is probably a really nice picnic spot. We're almost back in town now, and I'm going to go and check out, then drive the 2 hours down to Cuenca, and the drive should be fun because we're going through the valleys and the hills. We're back on the road now, so all I can say is thank you for watching, and if you could like and subscribe and do all the things, that would be amazing. I had actually filmed an outro yesterday, so I'll leave it to past me to finish this up. So I think this is a pretty good place to end the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.